Season 7, Episode 25. Y'all know what time it is. It's time for that Super Bowl. Time to bring the Lombardi to Las Vegas. Baby, let's do this. And coach is like, hey, G, we gotta change your helmet up. It's a big game day. Okay? We may change up your helmet a bit, man. We're gonna see how this looks. This new helmet looks for you. Okay? But we want you to go Zenith. With my fat, he said, no, we want the Zenith Shadow for you. He's like, we're going to see about a Zenith helmet for you. He's like, actually, no, we're not changing up the helmet, because your helmet's been good for you all season. Get suited up, boy. Game on. It's game time. Alright, get ready. It's game time. We're heading out to We're heading out to Tampa Bay. We are the team that's the away team because this is on their grounds. Let's sim this practice here and get ready for the biggest game of our career. We got two upgrade points here. Are you kidding me? Well, we can't use those upgrade points apparently. So it's whatever. But y'all know what time it is now. Time to check the depth chart of the Buccaneers. Tom Brady, we know you're the quarterback. Quarterback's okay. They got Grantlock powers at the running back spot. So in other words, the Grants. Okay, Howard's playing tight, playing fullback. And he's also a bit lined up out wide a bit. So keep OK Howard locked down. Got it. Scotty Miller, Chris Godwin, Mike Evans locked down. Gronk locked down. We can get past that left tackle. Okay, left guard we might not be able to get past. Might not be able to get past that center. We can get past that right guard, definitely. We can definitely try to get past that right tackle. They defense they get on us. Maybe the Dominic suit might be a scary dude. Maybe Vivea, because he's a scary dude. Maybe Jason Pierre-Paul, because he's a scary dude. Levante Devin White, not having a chance. Shakur Berry, not having a chance. The corners, not having a chance at stopping us. Let's go. When we come into Tampa Bay, we come into play. And that's that. They free safety got nothing. Short safety, every pretty much nothing. Kicker, Matt Gay. Really? Come on. Punters, not much. Okay, we already know TJ Logan the punt and the kick returner, so we're coming out here with everything we've got. Oh, they got OK Howard playing slot receiver. Oh my, yes, yes. Put your big old tight end at slot receiver, please. Thank you. Thank you. Make my day. Make my day, Tampa Bay. You already made my day, Tampa Bay. Cause now after I beat you, you go blame your tight end for the beatdown. And I'm not talking about Gronk. I'm talking about the one tight end you put as a receiver and as your fullback. And that is the one, the only. O.J. Howard. Mm-hmm. Here we go, boys. They got 89 to R93. And hold up a second. Y'all wearing the away jersey. Y'all wearing the white jersey. What y'all think this is? But we got the most wins. You think we're gonna be wearing the white jersey? That's disrespectful. You know what? They tried to disrespect us. I can't believe them. I can't believe them. They know they was coming out here wearing that jersey. Why are they playing? My fact, no. Now because of that, after that disrespect, no, you don't even get to wear the No, no. I want your. No, I'll put together your uniform now, Tampa, for real. You're not wearing that one, don't worry. Okay, oh yeah. We're calling out the 2017 color wash attire for these Buccaneers. With the current helmet, the 2017 color wash. And y'all be happy to know you get to wear the black and red cleats. Cause you're coming in to get your butts whooped there. Actually, no. Come on. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right. Yeah, they were in the 2017 gear. Cause why not? Now we take a look at the X Factors of superstar players. Started off with the Buccaneers. You got Mike Evans, X Factor receiver. Well, first off, correct that. Started off with the GOAT, Tom Brady. This man got Hot Rod Master, Conductor, Comeback, Clutch, Set Feet, 5. With Mike Evans. So that's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. They got 17 abilities taking on this. Here we go. Sleight of hand, Gunslinger, Homer, Protected, Pocket Deadeye, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23 abilities on the freaking Raiders, baby. Let's go. Before we get into this game, though, we do gotta go over the stats for both teams as we get ready. The Raiders went 4-0 in the preseason, but y'all already know that. 16-0 in the regular season, but y'all already knew that. With the fact that we had the first round bye, the league gave us a 3-0 postseason start. So, 3-0 so far in postseason. This is the fourth postseason game for both teams. One team, this is the final postseason game for both teams. One team walking out with the Lombardi Trophy. Now as for the Buccaneers, 2-2 in preseason, 11-5 in the regular season. We was one of those losses on the 11-5 record, and 3-0 so far in the postseason. Not bad. Now we look at the records versus the divisions of the team you got facing the Super Bowl. So, since we got an NFC South team for the Las Vegas Raiders, we took a look at the record for the NFC South. We had 4 straight wins, no L's. For the Buccaneers facing the AFC West, They only beat the Denver Broncos. They lost to the Chargers. They lost to the Keys. And of course, they lost to us, the Las Vegas Raiders. And this is time for the final beatdown on Brady and the final win of our season. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get it on. It's time for Super Bowl. Here we go, folks. Super
Tonight,
Bowl.
it's Madden NFL football. Super Bowl 55.
Time for the big game. Let's get out here. Let's do this.
It's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers
With
taking
Tom
on the
Brady.
Las Vegas Raiders.
Yeah, like, hey, it's all us today.
Well,
Let's
it's
get
been
out this
12 of the
thing
longest
and
months
win
ever
this
since
game.
Super Bowl 54 took place downstate in Miami. And the world has certainly changed an awful lot in that time. But tonight, for a few hours, we bring the focus back to the greatest spectacle the sporting world has to offer. Super Bowl 55 from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. And what a matchup we have in store. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it will be the AFC champion Las Vegas Raiders taking on the champions from the NFC, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. The story of the Raiders season, Charles, just an incredible one in Las Vegas. The brand new stadium, no one really knew what to expect. The Raiders hadn't won a playoff game since the 2002 season. But much like the Vegas hockey team did in their first season, here are the Raiders trying to win it all.
Yeah, good fortune smiled on them and the Vegas hockey team their first year in town, right? But how about this football franchise? Remember, in the past, they and the Colts, the only franchise to win a Super Bowl in two different cities. Now they're trying to win in their third city. And I'll tell you this, if they pull it off, they won't just be celebrating in Vegas. I think they'll be smiling in Oakland as well.
Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, well, I think we can safely say the Tom Brady experiment has worked just.
We're gonna just quickly just our lineup and everything. See what we got. It's all or nothing today, fellas. It's Super Bowl, okay? We come out here swinging. It's all or nothing today. Lay it all on the line. Aguilar, you not getting the ball today. You might as well just sit on the bench and just get ready to hoist up a trophy even without doing work. Zay Jones, you get a chance to take a kick return to the crib, take the darn thing to the crib and don't look back. Wugs, you already know what I'm saying to you. Go be great, make these catches, and show Tom Brady and the darn Buccaneers who's the boss. Double J. Break these guys in half. Take them to the shadow realm. Stiff arm them so hard they feel like they facing the Titans instead of facing the Raiders. But they know they facing the Raiders. Darren Waller. Mr. Waller, what else can I say? Get your blocks when you have to. Make a couple catches when you have to. But be great. Let's go out here and run this thing. O-line, hold up. Hold your blocks today, okay? It doesn't matter what comes your way. You get the block, you smack that man down to the floor, okay? That's all there is to it. Smack him down to the floor. No other way to go. Defense. Max Crosby. Make sure you get to Tom Brady today, because Brady be talking a lot. Make sure y'all get to him. For real. Like I said for Crosby, get to Brady. Make this man pay for playing against us for a second straight time. Here's Collins. Do I have to say anything? Just beat the crap out that O-line and then get to Brady. Corey, Mr. Littleton, it's time to go big on the big stage. Be great, my brother. Kowalski, Nick, just knock the teeth out of half the people on this team, please. And then Tanner Moore. Tanner moves. You already know what to do. Just start hit sticking people till they can't feel their limbs. Lamarcus Joyner, Trayvon Muller, put the punts of the defense. Push Kamara. Just play defense like you know how. Now, as far as the safeties go, DeMarcus Randall hit stick somebody. Jonathan Abram just destroy somebody. Dan Carson be clutch. AJ Carter, you just getting the Lombardi for free. Okay? You came into this team thinking, hey, I'm gonna have to punt a lot. And you lied to yourself, buddy. Cause you didn't punt much this season anyhow. We don't punt. We take touchdowns and field goals. We don't punt much. Okay, yeah, Hunter Woodrow. If we win here, everything will be great in Vegas. We will have another great season ahead. All we got to do is outlast everybody in this moment. Outlast our opponents here one more time. And move on with the Lombardi Trophy in our hands. We can do this. We've done it before multiple times. Prince Camaro, you're going to play the slot though. Okay, you're playing that slot though. I need you locking them people down in the slot points. Let's go. If we come away with this win, just one game shy of the best season of our lives. We pull this off, we'll be singing, we'll be saying we did the impossible, winning the Super Bowl after going undefeated in the regular season, after going undefeated in the preseason, after going undefeated without doing much work of the postseason because we had the first round bye. So we didn't have to do much work in the postseason. But you know what? That just made us hungrier for that win, for this win. Because everybody's going to be like, oh, y'all had the first round bye. Y'all didn't have to do much work to get to that Super Bowl game. Guess what? We worked as hard as everybody else did. You think it's easy to go 16-0? No. We went 16-0. You think it's easy to pull off the best record possible? 16-0 regular season. Add that 4-0 preseason. You're right there immediately. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20-0. Then you already get that first round bye, so they give you the W. 21-0. 22 after the divisional round. 23 after the championship. You got one game left. All or nothing. Time for the 24.
Fine. All the questions about, hey, are we really putting our faith
Will they get it or will they crumble? This is the questions that are being answered here tonight. And if you ask me, I'm like this. Let's get the defense on this field right now to prove to everybody Vegas don't crumble. Vegas
And a 43-year-old quarterback, I think now we can say definitively that the answer is yep.
And it's always amazing that just one guy can completely change the culture of an entire franchise, and he's done exactly that. But remember, this team had a lot of good players already on the roster, ready to embrace a new leader and a new direction. And they've done exactly that, elevated their game, and found their way into the Super Bowl.
Here we go, boys. Time for this opening kickoff.
After all the talk, it's time for football, and here we go. Super Bowl 55 is underway. This is TJ Logan to return it. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. Always fun to get a peek at Tom Brady as he gets in place to command this offense for Tampa Bay.
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and it's not. That told me
We already
it's
got
not just
this.
a one
We
time
ready
a
for
week
you,
thing.
Brady.
They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll get
Only
this up
2
only to
yards.
about the
Only
33. 2
When will they
yards on the
get
carry
much?
there. It'll be second down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
Come on. We know Mike's going to drop it again.
From the gun,
Let's
it's
go.
Brady. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Jones on the return. Powerful running. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over.
We ready. We out here. They're like, no. They already know Williams is not getting that catch. They already know this. If the ball being thrown on an RPO, they already know it's going to Wuggs. It's just the truth. Wuggs is the guy. We'll take the delay. Who cares? Who cares?
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
That's okay.
I think they're just a product of trying to buy themselves 5 extra yards.
And they want to help their punter out, right? Help with the angle, trying to pin the ball deep. That's exactly what they did there.
Oh, boy. That's the field goal guy already out there. Good, good. Nate Peterman, get out there. Make yourself famous, kid. It's the Super Bowl. Make yourself famous. Make yourself famous, Peterman. It's the Super Bowl. Alright, make yourself famous, boy. We're in the Super Bowl right now. How many times
Play
did you
clock
say
down
you
to
played Super
0.
Bowl?
And this is not the way to start a drive.
Come on, back me up 5
And
more.
that'll
You
be
think I
accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
can? You think I can? Nope. I'll take the 5-yard penalty. I'll be like, okay, 5 yards. No problem. My defense knows what to do. My offense knows what to do. There we go. Back up on lines in with the backup Derek Carr. All right, we'll take that final delay.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Here we go.
Sooner or later, we should get a snap, I think. This is now 1st and 25 after another penalty.
Hey, ready. Hey, check 50, ready, set up.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. Stiff-armed him. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Ready, check 50, ready, set up.
So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues.
Come on.
That's on the big guard, Gabe Jackson. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long.
Check 50, ready, set up. Ready, check 50, ready, set up.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. Pushes past him.
Oh, my.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set. 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Come on. Hey, check 50, ready, set up. I say check 50, ready, set up.
Now a carry for Jacobs.
Let's go.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebacker.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders, with the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
Sorry about that little
Some
delay
teams,
there.
I script to
We had a
probe in the
phone
early part of the
call.
game. Other teams, I
Shout out
script
to
to
Bacon to the
attack.
Mad.
They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Hey, also go subscribe to his channel, everybody. And please make sure you make this kick, Daniel.
And that makes it 7-zip Vegas. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs.
Good job. Let's kick it deep.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Let's go. No return.
Fielded near
no
the back of the
here.
end zone. And he'll just take a seat,
Yeah,
and the drive will
you
begin at
take
the
a knee.
25-yard line.
You take a knee. You
And now
respect
back
our
out
waiter.
comes the offense. Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Here we go.
He'll throw from the gun. Over the middle,
Brady
and it's
misses.
incomplete. An incomplete pass
Second down.
leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Keep the pressure on
Had
Brady.
open man that
Keep the
time, but ended up
pressure
putting a little
on
too much
Brady.
heat on it, don't you think,
Let's
partner?
go.
Absolutely. Just
Third
needed
down.
a touch
Third
more
down.
air under
Keep
it. Instead,
the
he fired
pressure
an absolute
on
bullet.
Brady's head.
Looking
Let's
for his
freaking
all-pro
go.
tight end, Rob Gronkowski, and it'll bring
Let's
up
go.
3rd down.
We keep the pressure on his head. We'll win. Let's go. Let's go, defense. Let's go.
Shotgun now for Brady.
Pass. Hey,
And
Brady.
the Raiders
let
have
go of the
got
ball.
him.
Let
Malik
go of the
Collins
ball.
drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But, you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. He's going to
Throw
take a
it
shot
deep.
right away for the end zone.
Oh,
and
my
that is
goodness.
Caught. Touchdown,
Out the
Raiders.
gate off of that first one.
Henry Ruggs, 42 yards. And the Raiders
Couldn't
able to
stop
extend
him.
that advantage.
Just let it fly.
I'll
They're
let
like,
you do
"Don't
the
let G
analysis,
do it.
partner, but with every
Don't let
touchdown
G
pass
do
this
it."
young quarterback throws and with the success that
They
his
was
team
like,
has
"Don't
had,
let
I just
G do
continue
it."
to be more.
That coach's like, don't let you do it. Don't let him get comfortable in the pocket. He's like, don't let that man get comfortable in the pocket. The moment he gets comfortable in the pocket, we already know he's going to let it fly. We got the offensive line telling them, yo, let Buddy get comfortable in the pocket because we know he can let it fly better than this young rookie can. So let Buddy do what he do. Okay? They forgot to mention that this young rookie knows how to seriously take his time through his progressions, pump fake it one good time, and then let it fly down to the end zone. Sue, you not even a pressure. Vita Vea, forget about him. Look at this. Defense broke down here. 23's on works. Look at 23 5 seconds after. He's like, ah, crap, something tells me I'm not going to make this play. Alright, we're just checking out some of these helmets on some of these players. Back to Rhodes and 23 battling. And Sean Murphy Bunting battling. Bunting was like, ah, crap, I already knew I'm not going to get him. He's like, hey, Whitfield, he's coming your way. Get him. Like, hey, Whitfield, he's coming your way. He's yours. Whitfield was like, what? All he heard was, hey, he's coming your way. Get him. He's like, my bad. I just let him score. They're like, you let this fool.
More impressed.
Let's both do
Go
the analysis.
over
Impressed,
my head.
aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why
Like,
shouldn't we
come
be?
on.
We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
We score. We score. We Las Vegas, baby. And all
Following
we
the
do is
touchdown,
win.
ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Let's go. It's game on. Super
Taken
Bowl.
about 7 yards deep.
said we was
And he'll
coming for
decide
it
to
all.
not bring this one out as their
The
drive
rest
will
was
begin
coming.
at the
The
25.
South wasn't.
The Tampa
The
offense
NFC
ready to get
wasn't
their drive
showing up.
started.
The
They
AFC
trail
was.
early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. The
Here
drive
comes
will start with a
Brady.
carry by
Oh
Devontae
my
Freeman.
goodness.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken
Okay,
down.
who did that hit though?
Tackle made by Demarius Randall.
Randall. You nearly took a man's kneecaps.
Throwing on second
Straight
down.
from him.
Brady looking middle, and it's
Randall.
incomplete. Unable to get it to
Randall.
Gronkowski that time.
Randall.
And it's third
You
down.
can't be taking a man's kneecaps from him like that, Randall. Come on, you know better.
From the gun, Brady. And this is going to be
Dang, what a hit.
incomplete.
This offense has definitely been slow
We
getting out of the
just-
gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away.
Wait for it.
Here's
Big
Jones
move.
on the return.
Oh, let's go. Keep
A
us
good
going.
return there, 17
Keep us going.
yards. And this
Let's
offense
go.
takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10.
Midfield straight.
Good starting field position
50
for them as
yard
they come up
dime
1st and
coming up.
10 right at the
Somebody
50-yard
check
line.
50. Somebody check 50. Ready, sit up. Ready, sit up.
From the midfield
Put
stripe,
fake.
they'll look to throw.
Throw
There
it
goes a deep
to the
ball,
crib.
end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders.
Rugs, baby.
Henry Ruggs. His
Hey,
second
we said get the
touchdown of the
boom.
Super
We
Bowl.
about to get
and
the
the
boom
Raiders
out.
add on to their
Hey,
lead.
We said we get the boom out in the NFC South.
Boy,
'cause
these
we're
guys
putting
are
the
off
sweep
to the
under
races,
rug
Charles. 20 to
and
nothing
clean
already.
sweeping
Extra
right
point
now.
pending.
Yeah, you always hear
Let's
that term,
go.
they just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0.
But hey, but
Following
these guys
the
got
touchdown,
Brady.
ready to kick
So
it
we
away
gotta
is
be worried.
Carlson.
Because Brady don't have to come back to Super Bowls.
Fielded
That's
near the
what
back
I'm
of the end
scared
zone.
of.
And no effort to bring
Brady's
this one
gonna
out.
come
It's a
back trying to
touchback.
sting us in this OT and try and win it. Nah,
The Bucs
Tom.
offense set to begin their
Nah,
next possession.
Tom.
And some
We ain't
dangerous
having
territory.
that.
You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up.
Thank you.
They're going for Howard, but the pass intercepted.
Thank you.
LaMarcus
Thank you.
Joyner with a
Wait,
pick.
Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you.
And they will be set up
Thank
now as he brings
you
this thing all the
very
way back
much.
inside the 20.
You should have
Brandon, this is a
tested your
veteran
luck,
quarterback
Brady.
back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his
You
hand.
shouldn't have tested your luck there, Brady. Never test your luck,
Here's
Brady.
Davis on
Never
1st and
test
10.
your luck,
That
Brady.
is caught right at the 10-yard line.
Ooh,
And now they're inside the 10 as he's
ooh.
brought down at the
Move the
9.
chains.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
They're like a Darren Waller out here. He's Waller. He's about to ball out.
Davis now. And that's
Putting
going to
it
be
in the
caught
end
for a
zone
Raider
down.
touchdown.
They like Jason on those
Darren
sacks. We
Waller
said.
there to make
From
the
the
grab.
windows
And the Raiders
to
add
the
6
man
to their
Waller.
lead.
For the touchdown. Putting up,
Now,
putting us
first
back up
quarter,
another
this lead
6
is already
in
getting
this
into
game.
dangerous
'Cause we
territory. They
got
better
some
be
real
careful on the other
big-time
sideline.
balls.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team
One
is
moment,
pressing
folks.
and that
Sorry
team
about
can't get the
that.
ball over half
Another
court. I mean,
front
it's
call,
stealing it and
but
scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like
we
right
don't
now. They
care
are
right
all
now. It's
over them.
time for the Super Bowl. Time to end Brady's career.
Following the
Time
touchdown,
to end
ready to
this
kick it away is
whole
Carlson.
Buccaneers team. We take a 28-zip lead on Brady. Let's
Fielded
go.
near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as
28
their
zip on
drive will
Brady's
start
head.
at the 25.
This is how we do.
The Tampa
Hey, G's over
offense
there with
ready to
that
get their
offense
drive
right now.
started.
Like, hey,
Not only are they in
28
search of
zip
their
on
first
Brady's head.
score,
That's how
they're
we
in
do it.
search of their
Let's go.
first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Under
Y'all
a heavy
doing good,
rush,
too.
and down he goes.
Crosby.
Max Crosby. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Oh, crap.
Here's a
goes
throw caught by Gronkowski. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Come on.
That'll wind up a gain of
That's
27
a
on the catch and run.
First down.
So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, though. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like the observation that you had there because when you give him different looks and you give any quarterback different looks, it takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't throw the ball with the same confidence. You're not sure that that's where you should go with the football, and that's worked for the defense early in this game. But now he's got his first completion. Let's see if his confidence comes back, and he starts to get into a nice little groove.
Ooh, that
And
pass
that one got
went
tipped.
backwards.
Got to throw everything off. It brings
That
up
pass
3rd.
was about to go back.
And the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10.
3rd and yeet.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
Mike Evans nearly.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Mike Evans nearly tried to take it from
The
us.
return is Jones.
Twisting
away.
Jones.
A nice job on the
Let's
return.
go. That's right. Time to take down
Henry
Brady.
Ruggs and
Brady,
the Raiders
you
set to
coming
go back to
down.
work.
This Super Bowl
And
is
his 2
ours.
touchdowns, a big reason they're winning right now.
Let's go. Let's go. Time to get this man a 3rd touchdown. What you mean?
The Raider offense set to get this drive
Ready.
started.
Ready,
And they're
ready.
hoping to redo
Hey,
their efforts
get
in the
50.
last drive when
Get
they got into
50.
the end zone.
Ready.
And just
Set
think
up.
of what it's like now on the
Get 50.
sideline,
Ready.
because when you
Set
score
up.
a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored
Reset,
points,
let it
They got the
fly.
7-yard line. The
Let's
catch is
go,
made.
boy. Henry Ruggs said,
And he
"Uno,
will
dos,
score. Touchdown,
tres."
Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl as
Henry
his
Ruggs
guys
said,
continue
Super
to
Bowl,
pour it
let me
on.
put up the uno,
okay, we need to
dos,
double check here with
tres
Marvin because he
on
keeps
the
all of our good
head
stats. But what I've got
already.
is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I
now,
just said click a lot.
5
yes, you did, but
scores
that's
on
okay
Brady's
because
head now.
the guy who's
Brady.
coordinating the defense, trying to slow
Clock's
them down,
ticking.
Good luck.
he's going to have hair that looks like
Your
mine very
career
soon. Not much of it.
It's about to be over.
And it's a pretty good
Courtesy
return here
of
as he'll
Las
get this up to the
Vegas,
29.
Nevada, baby. The Las Vegas Raiders coming on to town. We left Las
The
Vegas,
Bucs
Nevada.
offense set to
came
begin their
Tampa
next
Bay,
possession.
Florida,
These guys had to
and we
punt their
ain't
last
leaving
possession, and that's
without the
become too
Lombardi
familiar
Trophy.
of a refrain. Too many of these
down,
drives just
boy.
wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when
Come
the
on.
pitcher gets
You
a
got the
base hit and he's
grits?
on base, they bring
Guess
his
what?
jacket out
We're
to him to keep
shaving
him
your
warm.
bald.
A lot of times the punter goes to the
boo,
sideline,
no
puts on
yardage for you,
sweatpants or a
boy.
wrap over his leg to keep it
No
warm.
yardage.
He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Come on, Gridlock boy. Come on.
4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back
Come
to
on,
a more
Mr.
manageable
Gridlock,
3rd and
for the
7.
Bucs.
We haven't
You
seen
wanna
much
make
from
a
him running the
play?
football here in this first quarter.
Make a
No, you're right
play.
about that. We
Do
haven't seen
your
much of him at
deed
all so far.
today.
They've stacked
Make
him
a
up pretty
play,
well,
make
but
a name for
when you're trying to
yourself.
run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that
Ball.
aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe
Incomplete.
more later on.
Incomplete. We was about to call
How about some
Oski call
applause
for
for the
pick.
defense there? They forced him to
'Cause
throw
we
that one
want
into
that
coverage,
one.
and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Here's
Oh,
Jones.
wait for it. Oh, what
And
a
spins
spin.
away. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So out come the Raiders. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease
We
board,
wanna
right in your
take it
playbook,
slow
one play
now.
drives exactly what you want on
kick
offense.
50,
What they
kick
have to be
50,
careful of
sit up,
is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here.
Move.
And he is
Get
out
off
of
of
bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
This man only got
31
96
yards there and a
yards.
first down.
Well, they came
we
into
got
this game
96
saying it was
yards
important
for
that they
the
set the
running
tone
game.
and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10.
Sit up. Oh, you thought
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. Fights through
down,
him,
54.
fighting through, and he's got
down,
space.
45.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't.
And
Touchdown.
he is in.
Josh
Touchdown,
Jacobs
Raiders.
already putting 100 on their head.
Josh Jacobs, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognizes
That's
it.
a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this
today.
continues,
Make a game
take
play.
them all to dinner.
Hey,
The
everybody
Tampa
doing their
offense
job
ready to
today.
get their drive started. They've
Mason
got to be absolutely
Crosby's like,
reeling
come on,
right now.
come on,
Couldn't
come
have
on.
expected to be down this big,
Mason
this early. But that's
Crosby.
the spot they're in as they come up to
Corey
try again here.
Littleton at the
And
end.
somehow
His
he's going to
powers
get a
on
yard
the
out of
tackle.
this as he fought through that first contact. It's second down.
Let's go, Corey. Activate those grids. Take this man
On
down.
2nd and 9,
Whoa.
Brady. And his throw here's incomplete.
Come on, come on.
A lot of
come on.
times it's
Well,
that
okay,
first
today's
read
all
that
day.
you have. Maybe you
Today's all
get it in
day.
pre-snap. He
Today's all
locked
day.
in on his
This
target,
is all
but he
day.
was covered
We
quite
might not
well,
be in Vegas,
and that one's
but we own
incomplete.
this house too. Let's go. Let's run this sucker. This is Super Bowl.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And
Crosby's
down he goes.
like-
Brought down a Raiders sack.
Crosby's
Max
like, hey,
Crosby
tick-tock,
able to
baby.
drop him that time for his
Tick-tock.
second sack
Your
of the
time's
evening.
up.
How about that,
Clock
partner? His
ticking,
second sack of the
your
game, and that
career's
puts him in some
done.
pretty good company.
And now,
17
the
guys have
Lombardi's
had 2
leaving
sacks
Tampa
in the
Bay
previous 52
and
Super
coming
Bowls,
home to Vegas.
but only 3
Let's get
have
this
had the
job
record number
done.
of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he
let's
gets another
go.
one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for
let's
him.
go. Wait. Oh, let's go.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las
He
Vegas.
said, you know what,
Call that
forget
a
it.
59-yard punt return. And the Raiders are pouring it on.
Get it. He said spinning.
Well, it certainly feels like
and
that kind of game,
running,
doesn't it?
baby.
No matter what they do,
Take a
it's
look
going.
at this again. Let's take a look at this. Punt again. Here we go. That's a good punt. Spinning, and running. Zay Young said, hey, he just
Work.
kept saying, hey,
That
I'm
might be the
the
absolute
circle button
crusher
on my
right
controller,
there. A punt
'cause
return
I
for a
think this is
touchdown.
going
Feels like there's been a lot
way.
of crushers in this game. This lead just gets bigger. And the route is on here in this first half. So his big play capability in full display there as he's able to return that punt for a touchdown.
We ready. Brady's not ready. We got 46 seconds left in the first quarter. Super Bowl's
So after
already
surrendering
on
the punt
line.
return for a score, let's see what they can do in
Super Bowl's
turn
already
on
on
this
the line,
kickoff.
Brady. You can't
Fielded
hold
near the
us
back of the end
to
zone.
nothing.
And this
We
will not
holding
be
you
brought
to
out. It's a
nothing.
touchback.
Let's go defense.
The
Defense,
Bucs
get
offense
to
set
Brady,
to begin their
okay?
next possession. And right now these
Defense.
guys, they're shuffling a little bit,
Get
maybe
on
doubting
Brady's
because
head.
3 straight drives have ended with him punting the football away.
Yeah, so you
Okay,
start pointing
get on
fingers at each
Brady's
other a
head
little bit,
today.
asking a lot of questions.
Make
What are you
Brady
seeing? What are you
realize
getting?
who he's
Maybe
against.
trying to narrow down your playbook
Make
a
him
little
realize
bit
he's up
and
against
maybe
a
get
team that
simpler
sacked him
rather than
multiple
more
times
complex
last
in order
time.
to try and fashion together a drive.
Let's go.
The
Make
throw
him
on
realize
second
he's
down
up
by
against a team
Brady
that
is
picked him
incomplete.
multiple
He
times
was looking for
last
Chris
time.
Godwin that time. But now
Hey,
it'll be
he
third
was trying
down.
to go to the man whose name he's trying to say
To
my
throw
feelings
is
is
Brady.
better. Oh, sorry.
They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of
That man
bounds.
needs a medic.
They get 9
They're like,
yards
wait,
there, and they
they're
get a
like,
first
wait.
down.
They're like, hey, we need the medical.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
We're gonna take this because we need a medic. Take it to the quarter.
This is Freeman
we
on
need the
1st and
medic.
10. And
Freeman-
unable to get downhill there as he'll
Freeman's like,
take
I don't
this
need
up
no
to
medic.
about the
Get the
37.
medic off the field.
It
I'm
was
getting the
Maurice
play. Let's
Hurst
go.
who got him
Brady,
down.
get the darn play. Let's go let's go get this play done. We're in the Super Bowl.
On 2nd and 9.
We're
Brady
defending our
throwing
Raider,
over the
boy.
middle, but it's
We're
incomplete.
defending that Raider
The
over
intended
there.
target was
Hey,
Chris
we're defending
Godwin,
that black
and
and
it's
silver
third
over there,
down.
Brady. You ain't touching the black and silver over there now.
Brady.
You ain't touching that black and silver.
They'll try and set
now.
up the screen. It's
Boom.
complete.
They're like,
They had a nice
he
job there
needs the
defensively.
medic.
They get him to the
Send
ground
on the
short of the
medic.
first, right around the 42.
That
5
coach
yards,
is like,
not
okay.
enough. And it'll be 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Wait for it. Ooh, what a spin.
21 yards.
Let's
Well
go,
done on the
boys.
return.
Let's go. This is our day. Let's play great. We play way to football. We'll be hosting up the Lombardi Trophy.
The Raider
Here in the
offense
moment.
set to get this drive started.
Ready,
They've really distanced
ready.
themselves.
Take
They have
50,
put
take
the pedal
50,
to the metal, I
ready,
guess,
sit
so to
up.
speak.
So
Ready,
definitely
sit up.
have them in the
No.
rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right.
Nearly
Being able to
big.
string
Okay,
together these
okay,
drives
okay,
and end
that's
up in
scary.
points.
That's a scary
It's
one.
almost like a run
Hey,
in
ready,
basketball
ready.
to create
Take
that
50,
distance,
take 50,
and they're on a
ready, sit
really
up.
big time one
Ready,
right
I
now.
mean, it becomes
Oh, my,
contagious,
let's
doesn't
go.
it?
It absolutely
Let's
does.
go.
He's got
He's off to the
daylight. He's at
races.
the 30. 10,
Right, camera,
5,
action.
and
Showtime,
he
baby.
will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Time.
Henry Ruggs with a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight. And this offense is running away with this one. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy, quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half.
56 zip, Brady. You're getting shut out and you're at your home field. If I'm you, I would not want to show my face at Tampa Bay after this game.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Heading back onto the field, here's a look at Devontae Freeman now. He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense is doing a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done, it's all about the guy in the mirror. He has to get it done better going forward.
We'll see if he can look and do some soul searching now. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Okay, we see Gronk over there on the left. We know that.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. The Bucs
come
on
on,
3rd
they put
down.
Gronk
Just
on the
one
right
conversion and
side.
8 tries. Not
We don't wanna
good.
do
They
this.
need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Yeah, they really needed
We
to get
don't wanna
something
deal
going,
with
didn't they?
Gronk.
They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Gronkowski, the intended target. And now it's second down.
Here we go, defense.
To throw again. Brady throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. Third down here. Operating from the gun. Brady, the passing game not in sync here early, and now it's fourth down. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up fourth. This will be fielded at the 17.
They can't bring him
A
down.
solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk.
This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Henry Ruggs, 68 yards. And this offense continues to pour it on.
Just bring in the second string.
He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
That was GG. Nothing but.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Now this will make it into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
From the 30 on second down, Brady. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Gronk that time, and it's 3rd and 5.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far. Offensively, or even defensively for that matter, they could use a big-time spark somewhere. But it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
That's taken on the 25. A strong running. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Henry Ruggs and the Raiders set to go back to work. He might be on his way to a record-setting performance. So good here. We're only in the second quarter.
And it's so interesting when we watch these types of days unfold for a receiver because they need a quarterback throwing it accurately, people to block for the quarterback, so many other.
And he's into the clear. 30.
That one pass opportunity hit the pass.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Henry Ruggs, 66 yards. And the
We did the one pass option, too, on that play. 66 yards later, Wuggs was dancing in the end zone. We just saw him open out the corner. We was like, we got him. Nobody was back there. They forgot to put a deep safety. They forgot to put some deep safeties. They didn't have a deep safety. Because after that catch, he just turned on the afterburners and he was gone. Come on.
Silver and black continue to roll.
Where was the deep safety?
Carlson now to add the extra point.
Brady,
And the route is on here in this first half. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown.
Brady, you need to get your team together, man. Y'all not playing like y'all should. You put this W. You're supposed to put this on the W for you. Be like,
following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Be like, we're bringing the championship back to Tampa
Fielded
Bay.
a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Now here we go again with Tom Brady in Tampa's offense. If second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates, find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
16 yards, a first down. Freeman. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. From the gun, Brady. And he floated one out there, incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On third and long, it's Brady. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's fourth down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And this will be taken at the 13. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. Henry Ruggs and the Raiders set to go back to work. He's the star wide receiver, and he's doing his thing so far here into the second quarter.
And how you get distinguished as a star is each and every week performing to a high level no matter what they throw at you, because you're always wanting to take him out of the game if you're a defensive team. How do you press him, double him, triple him, all those things? But the best players show up each and every week, solid games and some spectacular ones.
And he has showed up time and time again. Breaks free again. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They run it with Jacobs, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run. Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And they'll try to run the option here. On third down, here comes Jacobs. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium, because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, They knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. On 3rd down, it's Jacobs. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
Well, forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
They're going for it with the option right. They go with Jacobs. He chucks him aside.
Thumped him.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. Where they were on the field, kind of no man's land. Do you like the call?
I love the call. Almost had to go for it there, right? Because of what you just described. Too far for the field goal. Too short for the punt. You might punt in the end zone and just give them good field position anyway. Let's go for it. Plus, they were moving the ball. They had confidence that they could pick up this last bit of real estate.
2 minutes remain in this opening half of Super Bowl 55. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They'll go option on 2nd down, right side. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. On 3rd, here's an option play right. On 3rd down, Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming. They'll try and run the option. He'll pitch it back. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys continue to pour it on.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
And the route is on here in this first half. So that drive spans 13 plays, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
We was looking for a fumble. Come on.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next
Knock the
possession.
ball
And you're under a
from
minute
the
to go in
hand.
the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Trying to get that in the hands of Devontae Freeman that time. And it's 3rd down.
Here we
On the
go.
counter, Devontae Freeman. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead,
Throws
but a
deep.
mistake there.
Oh,
Come on and get
wide open, complete.
Put the six
And
on
he'll
the
take
board.
it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Henry Ruggs.
We said we would go for
72 yards.
All day.
As his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Let's go.
That score
Raiders,
that they just gave
baby.
up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Brady's going to have to
Following
pull
the
something
touchdown,
out
ready
here.
to kick it away is
Pull something
Carlson.
out here. To try and make a comeback happen.
This will make it into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Zone it up, defense. Zone it up.
Throwing again.
Pass, ball.
Brady. Open man is Howard, the tight end. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now the Raiders have got him. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. As it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Here's Bradley Pena now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
15 more seconds. Get ready. Game on.
Jones on the return.
Hey, we saying 15.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards.
Here in the first
and
half,
there'll be
boys.
time for maybe one final play before halftime.
It's on the line.
And you see
We
the
gotta
clock
get it
almost
together.
empty, so this is likely the
Woods.
last play in the second quarter.
Woods, we got to get this together, okay? We got to get that in zone.
A final shot
snap.
before break. Davis.
Let's go.
He'll let this go.
it don't
And got
matter.
his
It don't
man
matter. You gotta
complete.
get it together.
And he's in
That's
for
what
the
we here for.
touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
Coach is like, hey, take the one. We'll come back out and take a field goal after. Let's go.
And the route is on here in this first half. So we've reached halftime here in Super Bowl 55. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. Thus far, this Super Bowl has looked less like a contest and more like a coronation. And to call the second half, let's get it right back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Coach. Thank you, Mr. Jonathan Coachman, because you already know the Lombardi going to Vegas.
Both teams
So,
ready
you're right.
after the
This
halftime
is not a
spectacle,
battle.
and
This
we
is
are back
coordination
underway in
for
Super Bowl
Vegas.
55. This will make it into the end zone.
Let's
Oh,
go.
a good return up
My
past
man
the
said
30.
that he ain't afraid to
A
bring it
solid
out.
return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
He's like, he wasn't afraid to bring it out.
Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because
Boy,
this
get
was
outta
just
here.
about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats?
Who?
You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly
That-
clear
that is
by the
one
time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. One thing that's great about
55
watching him run,
yards,
Charles, he
yeah.
doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at
There
that.
goes the good power,
One,
the good
just
accuracy.
absolutely unconcerned, just
Right
takes off and
down
goes.
the middle.
But more the latter, I think, which
Let's
is he has
go.
absolute confidence in the guys in front of him. The guys doing the
Daniel
blocking for him. He just takes it
Clausen.
and goes with abandon.
So as it turns out, a 2-play drive resulting in the field goal. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
They're like, hey, we
The
got
Bucs
the lead.
offense set to begin their next possession. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Freeman. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a third and 1.
We're saying this workhorse is taking a seat.
Freeman again. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down.
Dang.
Give him 2 yards on that
you
play.
Hit him,
and
but
it'll give him a
forward.
fresh set of downs.
Come on.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
Gosh.
They run. Devontae Freeman.
This running back,
and he's going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Can't let him come out here and try and embarrass us. We're getting the Super Bowl MVP on our team. He's not going to be Super Bowl MVP. The MVP is going to be for our team. No way.
Now they'll throw with Brady. And his throw is incomplete. Gronkowski, the intended receiver. And now it's third down.
No way would they have the MVP. They don't got a chance at beating us or taking the Super Bowl MVP.
Operating from the gun. Brady. And this is going to be incomplete.
Brady, we could have told you.
Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. But you just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Here's Jones on the return. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. Henry Ruggs and the Raiders set to go back to work. And we get a peek at the kind of game he's having. It's been a good game. 8 catches now, Charles.
Everyone likes to spread the ball around. They want a lot of people to catch it and touch it, get a lot of guys involved. But sometimes when you have the hot hand or a person who is just really taking care of business in their part of the field, you have to keep going back to them.
Pushing him away.
Popped it right out there.
Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. It's a big play there for Vegas. 56 yards. Great run there, but it looked like they were going to have him for the stop. He was able to push through. They didn't wrap up defensively.
No, they didn't. All credit to the runner for making it happen, breaking through some contact and going a long way. But the defensive guys, when they watch this on tape, they're not going to be real happy with themselves. They had a great opportunity that they let slip through their hands.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Back to throw. Davis. And quickly into the hands of Waller. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Now second and 5. Snap will come from the 6.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller. His second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Raiders are pouring it on.
That was for the 100.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors. But that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2.
Well,
they'll try and throw for it.
2-point conversion.
And he's brought down. And this is going to be caught. Well, not sure about the need to go for 2, but they get it and extend this lead out even further. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else. But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Again, they'll run with Freeman. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
To throw on 3rd down, Brady. And that is incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
Here's Bradley Pena now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. This first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. On the return is Jones.
Ooh, come on. Zay Jones,
a nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Henry Ruggs and the Raiders set to go back to work. A monster game so far, 3rd quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Shaquille Barrett coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking.
And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a 1st down.
Come on, you serious?
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Let's go.
Davis now. Off play action. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Shaquille Barrett bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
And that's his 3rd sack, and that ties a Super Bowl record. Makes me think of my old college teammate, Reggie White. He had 3 with the Green Bay Packers in Super Bowl 31. Darnell Dockett of Arizona, Super Bowl 43. And Coney Ealy, 3 sacks for the Panthers against Denver in Super Bowl 50.
All those sacks, they've only been an official record since Super Bowl 17. I know it's believed that L.C. Greenwood unofficially had 4 way back in Super Bowl 10.
Wearing those golden high tops as well.
And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
And you know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Davis. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their 1st. And it's 3rd down now. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy Bunting. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
We gave Brady on football.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Back now comes Tampa Bay. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Now on 2nd and 13, Brady, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. From the gun, Brady. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. What a moment for him, a pick 6 in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick 6s over the history of this huge game. I remember, because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that one pretty much sealed the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, unfortunately, I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick 6, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2 in one game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison of the Steelers? You remember that one? 100.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. That's complete right around the 8.
My goodness.
And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts, not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
We had to do that. We had to teach Brady a lesson.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. So out come the Bucs now. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. The 30, 10, 5, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Devontae Freeman, 79 yards. And the Bucs are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. Room to run at the 50. Still going inside the 30.
One play at a time. Here we go.
And they are not going to catch him. He's in.
Thank you.
So how about the game he's having? He had the punt return earlier for a touchdown. Now the kick return to balance things out.
And oftentimes, guys who are on punt return and kickoff return, many of them are the same guys. And they're devoted to a return guy who can break big plays. And when that happens and they know it's there, they're going to block that much harder and be that much more skillful, as well as utilizing his talents. And this is what you get. Punt return, kick return, a huge game.
They're like, hey. They like they push
Carlson on for the PAT. Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
Oh, the fake again.
His throw caught at about the 5.
Fake.
And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score.
All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go. And they got it done.
I was going to say they had a 15-yard play in their back pocket.
You don't see that on too many play sheets, do you?
No. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brady, it's over for you.
They'll keep it on the ground. Freeman, he takes this for 3 to the 29.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. On 3rd down, Brady. And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Make the dog catch. What are you doing, man? Let Gronk make the catch.
From midfield, here's Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. Gronkowski again, he was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here we go. We're about to enter the 4th quarter here in the next minute.
To throw on 3rd down.
Season's
Brady.
on the line.
And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
Nick.
So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now they're tackled.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Henry Ruggs, 52 yards. And this offense is running away with this one. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit, but all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
Peterman, why did you sell on us? You sold. Get him off this team, Coach Evans.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Now this will make it into the end zone, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And back onto the field now comes Devontae Freeman. After some early struggles running the ball, they've really picked it up. Early it just seemed like there were no holes there. Now all of a sudden the holes seem to be there. I don't know if that's just my imagination.
And give them credit that they kept their confidence, because sometimes when you get stuffed big in the running game early, especially for an entire half, it really makes you retreat a little bit, but not this group. They always have the confidence. If they just get their assignments down, they would get in sync with their runners, and off they went.
Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Big O.J. Howard, his intended target. And it's 2nd down. Throwing again. Brady over the middle, and it's incomplete. Gronkowski, the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Here we go, defense.
Operating from the gun. Brady. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Maurice Hurst gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Here's Bradley Pinion now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Here's Jones. And they can't corral him. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. Henry Ruggs and the Raiders set to go back to work. And he is just 1 reception away from 10 in this game. I don't know what they need to do defensively, but something has to be altered, does it not?
I know.
And that is caught. It's Ruggs. Touchdown, Vegas. Henry Ruggs, 41 yards. And this offense continues to pour it on. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Carlson now to add the extra point.
Oh, you thought we was taking the one?
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this one's incomplete.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the posts. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs?
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic, faking it. I can understand you want to rub it in a little. You fake it when you snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
in her attic, the stuff she used to preserve.
My grandmother did the same. It smelled terrible. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And with this deficit, You can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
They'll wind up losing 11 on the play. And it'll be a second and long.
Sack. That man said, hold up. But he's like, hold up, wait. You said second and how many now? Second and 21. No. They're going to be...
To throw, it's Brady. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter.
That
Nick
will be.
Kwiatkowski able to put an end to that play, and in so doing, puts an end to this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On third down, Devontae Freeman. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Oh, dang. He hit those.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Henry Ruggs and the Raiders set to go back to work. He's been almost impossible to bottle up. You see that number 10 on your screen, a big reason why they have the lead.
One of the guys.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Henry Ruggs. He flat out can't be stopped. And the silver and black continue to roll. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable coup. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Throw left side complete to Sharp. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. Those Super Bowl hopes that they had really dwindling now here in the fourth quarter. That NFC crown that they got 2 weeks ago seems like a distant memory as they have been outplayed tonight. Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
As long as
and from
keep
the shotgun,
down
he'll
here.
throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Brady will try again on 2nd down. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Brady. And the Raiders have got him.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Let's take it inside his own 40. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10.
Moment, folks. Oh wait, sorry about that, but that was our last delay. As
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
we plan on ending
Jacobs
the
now. Powers through. Legs still churning.
Like a giant pinball.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one 28 yards on the ground. Here's Jacobs. Able to fight through one tackle. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the...
We're about to sim the defense. We just gonna go back to the... We're just gonna look at the offensive stuff now. Holy crap, Buddy won't try to make a comeback, y'all.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
No, Brady. We told you.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. Space to maneuver at the 40. Nice stiff arm.
Underused.
There he goes, left side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Are you serious? I gotta run this all the way
After a good punt, this offense will start with tough field position inside the 10.
My running back is
on the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive.
He wants another rushing touchdown.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Here we go.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he's got room. A solid stiff arm. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big pickup of 38. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Oh, forget this. Jesus,
and he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Give him 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Touchdown.
And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about
So now we're in the final minute of the game in the fourth quarter as this offense gets ready to take over.
Oh, boy.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He'll let this go deep for Rudd. And that's caught inside the 35.
You ain't nothing!
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Oh, no, we're going to go on that defensive now. We're going to watch the defense.
Carlson on for the PAT. Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
Come on, come on.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he returns this to the 22. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one.
It's time to hoist
Brady again here on
board.
2nd and 10. And his throw here's incomplete.
He
was trying to find O.J. Howard, and it's 3rd down.
Against the rest of the AFC. Against the AFC West. And we go 5.
Operating from the gun, Brady. And that is incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Fielded at about the 28. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, they certainly have the look of a team with something to prove, don't they? All week.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
Oh, yeah.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And this one incomplete. And all that remains is 13 seconds. On 3rd down, Brady. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. Here's Bradley Pinion now. as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. He gets this away as he'll wisely, I'd say, angle this to the sideline. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season.
Oh, man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
And how about this? Viva Las Vegas. The Las Vegas Raiders on top of the football world as they will hoist the Lombardi Trophy as Super Bowl champions.
Let's go, baby.
And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and
like,
rarely
I can't believe
do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all off season, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.
Like, come on. They came into our house and beat us. This ain't how we expected this to go down.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.
Let's go. Get the trophy. Let's go. Look at that. That beautiful, beautiful Lombardi Trophy, folks. We done did it. We did it for Tampa. We did it for the people of Las Vegas. We did it for the people. It's Vegas, baby. We did this one for Vegas. All day. It was all for Vegas, baby. We didn't care about nobody else. Coach Gruden, I promised you a Super Bowl, and I delivered. The champs are here. Time to move into the off season. Time to take a look at the Super Bowl recap. Super League MVP John Gruden. No, League MVP Josh Jacobs. Coach of the Year John Gruden. Offensive Player of the Year is Aaron Rodgers for the NFC. Aaron Donald for the NFC, Cam Akers for the NFC, and those are all the NFC guys. They forgot to put up our AFC side of it, but Super Bowl champions, 4-time Super Bowl champions, Las Vegas Raiders. Super Bowl MVP, Henry Ruggs. Let's go. Time to see who retired here. Okay. The Rams are gonna go offensive line, we know. So the Giants, and they're also gonna go linebacker. Okay, we know the Patriots about to go corner, safety, wide receiver, and line, and O-line. Seahawks about to go straight up O-line. Eagles about to go right guard. The Ravens about to go defensive end for the right end. The Washington football team about to go straight up with the linebacker to play right side, and then a running back. And the Lions are going wide receiver. gets a goal kicker. Tackle for the Dolphins. Linebacker for the Cowboys. Quarterback for the Colts. Punter and wide receiver for the Cardinals. Linebacker for the Browns. Right tackle for the Bills. Center for the Bengals. And that's it, pretty much. So let's move into the draft. So let's move into the rest of this off season. See who else is added. Let's see who else gets added to the We got 5 skill points. Not enough to purchase the bucket. Who cares? If Brady retires, we'll be happy. Alright, it's draft
Welcome to
time.
Draft Week. All the effort you spend scouting comes down to this. Start the draft whenever you're ready.
Here we go. The Broncos pick number 1 overall. Let's view this draft board. We know we don't need a quarterback or nothing, so we may need a wide receiver, so let's see here.
The Dolphins are now on the clock.
The Broncos pick right here. Dolphins
The Vikings are now on the clock.
pick left here. Vikings.
The
First QB.
Bears are now on the clock.
First QB going to the Bears?
The Panthers are now on the clock.
Maybe to the
The
Panthers?
Saints are now on the clock. The Cowboys are now on the clock.
Are they going with what they need?
The Bills are now
They
on the
kind of
clock.
did. That's a linebacker.
The Dolphins are now on the clock. The Jets are now on the clock. The Cardinals are now on the clock.
Are they going to go with what they need? And I think it's a lineman and a wide receiver.
The Falcons
They
are now
went
on
with
the clock.
corner.
The Lions are now on the clock.
Are they going with the wide receiver? They've been with a linebacker. Are you kidding me? You need a receiver.
The Chargers are now on the clock. The Bengals are now on the clock.
Center here, calling
The
it.
Browns are now on the clock. The Colts are now on the clock.
Here we go. Here we go. The Colts, they need QB. First
The
QB.
Jets are now on the clock.
Okay. Where would
The
first
Eagles are now
QB
on the clock.
go?
The Titans are now on the clock. The Ravens are now on the clock.
And we're moving in.
The Steelers are now on the clock.
We're looking close here. We haven't seen the QB taken yet. Maybe this is the QB.
The 49ers are now
Nope.
on the clock.
QB here.
The Giants
Nope.
are now on the clock.
Calling it quarterback.
The Patriots
I was
are now
wrong.
on the clock.
QB. Come on.
The Chiefs are now on the clock.
Wait, the Patriots actually took wide receiver.
The Packers are now on the clock.
The Packers. And then we got 2 picks for the Jaguars.
The Raiders are now on the clock.
Let's sim.
The Broncos are now on the clock.
We take a defensive back and he's not even going to be used. Come on. Give us something useful. Okay, we're going to sim to Arnett's pick.
The Raiders are now on the clock. The Broncos are now on the clock.
Once again, simming to Arnett's pick.
The Raiders are now on the clock. The Broncos are now on the clock.
Once again, simming to our next pick.
The Raiders are now on the clock.
Okay.
The Broncos are now on the clock. The Dolphins are now on the clock.
We'll see who took our 6th round pick. Who took our 5th round pick, because we don't got another pick to the 6th round.
The Vikings are now on the clock. The Bears are now on the clock. The Panthers are now on the clock. The Saints are now on the clock. The Eagles are now on the clock.
Oh crap. Oh well. Oh, I think it was the Bills.
The Raiders are now on the clock. The Broncos are now on the clock.
Okay. We got the
The
4th
Steelers are now on the clock.
in the 7th
The Vikings
round.
are now on the clock. The Raiders are now on the clock. The Panthers are now on the clock.
And then the 32nd pick. So we got 2 picks in the 7th.
The Raiders are now on the clock.
Finishes out. Draft recap. Okay, we got a cornerback, a tight end, a right end, a strong safety, a D tackle, a left tackle, and a left end. Let's see if any of these guys are. Okay, he's normal. 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 If any of these guys are special, they'll get started immediately. We got all normals. Come on. That's not cool. Well, let's move into the first week of the for our preseason. And now we're going to take a quick look at what our next preseason schedule looks like, as well as some of these other real looks is in our division now. Are you kidding me? Jason Myers is also in our division. Great. Oh my goodness, the Lions are giant. Kenny Galladay, no, Kenny Stills on this guy. Come on, the Cardinals needed a wide receiver. But let's see. Let's go. My, holy crap. We got two good left tackles. And my right tackle's still pretty good too. So what do we do with that backup left tackle then? Your only star, man? That's not fair. You were doing so good. Awkward. We wanted Corey to play the left side. Oh, right, gamer, be quiet. What? We lost Prince of the Camara. Okay, look like we're depending on the guy from Ohio State now. Alright, let's take a look at what our preseason matchups are gonna look like. Will it be in Green Bay to face the Packers? Will be in Pittsburgh to face the Steelers? Then we'll have the Ravens and Giants come out to Las Vegas. Then we'll open up Thursday night opener in Las Vegas versus the Chiefs. Then we have the Bengals. Then we go on the road against the Chiefs. Then we got the Jaguars in Vegas. We could go 2-0 against the Ravens. Let's make sure of that. Then we have the Chargers. Then we have our bye week. Then we have Patriots, Giants, Cowboys. Then we could go 2-0 against the Steelers. Let's make sure of that. Then Broncos on Thursday night. I think that's the week of Thanksgiving. We're going to find out. Eagles, football team, Browns, Chargers, Broncos. Let's go see if the Thursday night game against the against the Broncos is a Thanksgiving game. Cause I would like that best. See, I'm taking most of the night games right now. My first daytime game is week 3 against the Chiefs in Kansas City. Nighttime versus the Jaguars. Nighttime versus the Ravens. Okay, midday game versus the Chargers. think week 7 is my bye week. Monday night versus Patriots. Another Sunday afternoon game, but we're facing the Giants, of course. Another Sunday afternoon game, but we're playing the Cowboys, so of course. Sunday night game versus the Steelers. Let's go. Here we go. Week 12. These are the Thanksgiving Day games. Let's go, boy. It's gonna be the Lions versus the Bears. On week 12, Thanksgiving, 12:30. Eagles versus Cowboys, week 12, 4:15. We got the Thanksgiving night game. Week 12, Thursday night prime time, 8 o'clock. Let's go. We get that Thursday night prime time versus the Broncos. Then we get the Sunday night prime time versus the Eagles. They come on, give me a Monday night prime time to seal, to put down everything. Oh wait, we got the football test, so of course we got an afternoon game. We got an evening game, a Sunday midday game versus the Browns, of course. Midday game versus the Chargers, of course. And then another midday versus the Broncos. So those are all our games for the regular season and preseason. So basically what I'm saying, we're going back to the Super Bowl. Let's get it. And right, gamer, you already know what's good. These guys ain't stopping us. But until next time, everybody, we'll see y'all on the next one.